What's going on, guys? It's Matthew here with Gadget University, and I'm here with a video review of the Asus Transformer. This is Asus's entry into the tablet market. I have a written review on the Gadget University website. You can check that out later if you guys would like. But I wanted to give you guys a brief video rundown for those of you guys on YouTube, so you can see what I think of the tablet. Let's go into the hardware first. I mean, the hardware is probably one of the most unique parts about this tablet, mostly because of the dock. We'll go ahead and just cover the tablet itself in this review, and I'll do a review later on for the dock. But along the left hand side, you have your volume rocker and your power button. Across the bottom, you're going to have your latches for your dock, as well as your charging port. It does use a proprietary port, which isn't that bad. It's actually very solid. I like it a little bit better than Samsung's. Also, along the right hand side is where all your goodies are. You're going to have right here your micro SD card slot. You actually take your SD card directly from your phone, put it right in here. You can extend your memory out. This is a 16 gigabyte model. It comes in a 32 gigabyte model as well. Here's your mini HDMI. It's not the micro HDMI that you're used to seeing on mobile phones, but it still gets the job done. It does full HDMI mirroring on your monitor or TV. Here's your 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can plug in for your tunes and things. Only placement I don't like about this is because when you're using the tablet dock, it's way up here. I would have liked it to be somewhere towards the bottom or the side of the device. For a device that's meant to be used in landscape, it kind of would have been a little bit better to put it placed down here, but that's just my preference. I don't like for my cords to be kind of wrapped down. I like it to be at the bottom. That's just a personal preference. It's not really a big deal or a deal breaker. But other than that, guys, you're looking at a pretty solid tablet. It's very, very hefty, a little bit heftier than the Galaxy Tab. Let me go ahead and show you guys that here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 inch. They both have the same size screen. You can see here the size difference. It's much thicker. On the side here, you see the design difference here. The back on the Transformer kind of arcs out, kind of like a laptop, if you can see. So it kind of has like a CRT back. It's not completely flat. It does not lay flat on a desk. So if you plan on laying it flat and kind of typing, you won't really have a problem. But if you push on the edges, obviously it's going to rock back and forth. There's a bronze kind of color to it. It has like this textured pattern on the back. I find it to be kind of tasteful. It's very different. Not many other tablets out there have a design on the back that's very unique, as well as it's textured, so it makes it very easy to grab. The buttons on the side, but you can use it very well on the portrait form factor as well. Let me put the password in so you guys can see the operating system. Sorry about that. But so you can use it this way, and it's very snappy. It's customized with a version of Honeycomb that is, of course, exactly like the stock, but has a little bit of UI elements that are a little bit different. You got some different widgets, as you can see here, as well as some different aesthetics, just like the button here. That's nothing new. Samsung recently did it with their tablet, so don't blame Asus for being different, because they pretty much have kind of stepped up the game a little bit. They brought some nice enhancements, which I like. There's a firmware update, which is supposed to bring Netflix support, so I need to do that, of course. Let's go ahead and go into the apps that are included. Now, with the Asus Transformer tab, you're going to get a file manager app. You're going to get a MyCloud app that gives you a year of free Asus data storage on a cloud. You got a press reader, which is basically like a RSS reader. Of course, this is a Tegra 2 device. It has a 1 gigabyte of RAM and a 1 gigahertz dual core processor by NVIDIA, and you can participate in the Tegra Zone games and download a lot of different games out there. You do have a videos app. Now this is for watching videos on the Google Android market. Let me go ahead and select here. So it is pretty media centric. I don't have any rentals obviously, but you can go through here and look at the different things that are available. It's asking me to log into my Google account. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and show you here. You could actually check out previews before you actually rent the movie, which is pretty cool. It actually takes you to YouTube. That's interesting. The speakers on here are kind of low. I found it to be a little low. This is on max. Extreme glare there. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as every Honeycomb tablet software wise. You do get some included apps like I mentioned, like the File Manager app and the Asus Cloud app, but you do get Polaris Office, which is pretty cool because it's kind of like a Quick Office HD. You can actually go in here and you can see where I actually did the review. Oh, I actually deleted it. I'm sorry. But I actually did the review of the Asus Transformer on the Asus Transformer. So here's the app here. Of course, you're going to have, if you have the dock, you can use the keyboard dock, but the Quick Brown Fox, and I cannot type on this. To be honest with you, I use this mostly with the dock, so this is kind of one of my first few times. It's not very intuitive. I'm not a big fan of the custom keyboard. It's kind of too spacey, if that makes sense. You can change it, so we're going to change it back to the Android one, which is more like it, which is that one. And that's a little bit more, I'm used to this one. Of course, if you played around with the other one some more, you would be able to, you know, get used to it as well. But it's pretty cool so far. I've had it for about 2 weeks, like I mentioned, and other than that, I've tested out pretty much every Android Honeycomb tablet out there. The thing that sets this apart is obviously the keyboard dock, but I really like this screen. You can see the screen here. The camera's not going to do it any justice, but it is an IPS display. Let me show you. I'm going to pull up gadgetu.net on the Transformer, and I'm going to pull up the gadgetu.net on the Galaxy Tab, and you will be able to see a comparison of the quality. I'm going to turn the brightness up high on both. I don't know why I went to Wi-Fi. Alright, brightness is up high on both. You kind of see side by side. We're going to do it in portrait mode so you can see a little bit better. And to me, the text is clear. It's the IPS display that's being used on the Transformer. It's very similar to the one that's on the G Slate. The text seems a lot clearer to me. Let me show you. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. It's kind of having trouble focusing. I'm going to do it on a non-moving part. Let me try to bring it closer. You can see here, text looks a little bit smoother. Let me pull up the Galaxy Tab. The Galaxy Tab's picture images are a little bit sharper, but the IPS display is a little bit smoother. The camera doesn't really do it justice. I'm sorry if you guys can't see it on here, but it's a little bit easier on the eyes when you're typing, which I've noticed. I'm going to zoom all the way in on both. And you can see it. Colors are a little bit brighter on the Galaxy Tab. more vibrant. That's pretty much their trademark. They do a lot of different things with their screens to make it a little bit more brighter. But I like the text and the images on the Asus Transformer over the Galaxy Tab. Design factor, of course, Galaxy Tab. This is not a comparison review, I'm sorry guys, but that was just my quick take on both of them. Reason why I keep bringing up the Galaxy Tab is because that is actually my favorite tablet out in the field right now. But this Transformer right here, with it having the keyboard dock, turns into a whole nother machine. And I'll show you why. Now, if you do opt to get the tablet dock, you will have access to a full keyboard. You just dock it in like that, and you basically have a laptop. And when I say you have a laptop, you can do a lot of pretty cool things, like plug in your actual phone, which I misplaced my cable. I found it here, but let me show you. I have my Droid Charge here. I'm going to plug it in, and on the side here there's a USB port. So hypothetically, you're out and about, battery's running low on your cell phone, you can literally plug this up just like a computer. Not only will it charge it, but it will also read it as a external media device. So I can go down here. It's actually telling me to mount it on my cell phone. Some cell phones, like Motorola phones, automatically mount, but I have obviously a Samsung phone. So I'm going to connect USB storage on my phone. Just taking a moment. Okay, so it is connected, and down here there's an icon that pops up, and it will show you your media that is actually on your tablet, excuse me, on your phone. Now it does come with Android 3.0 Honeycomb, but it has been recently upgraded to 3.2, so you can always run the manual update for that. Now bottom line guys, battery life has been very great. I've gotten about maybe 16 hours on the tablet itself, and then another probably 14 hours with the dock. I probably went about 3 days, 4 days without even charging it at all, with pretty much heavy usage. Bang for your buck, best tablet out there on the market compared to even my favorite Galaxy Tab, including this, because this right here together is probably about $550. You pay $499 just for the Galaxy Tab by itself. So other than that, great tablet guys, highly recommended from Gadget University. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will be standing by. Please make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, share with your friends, and it does mean a lot to me when you guys do subscribe, so I do appreciate the guys that already have subscribed out there for me, and the ladies too. I keep saying guys, but I do appreciate everybody out there that has subscribed. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.